All right, everyone ready to go? You're good? All right, so we're here with Satanic Mills and Tale of the Junction on C-Rock Live magazine. And we just want to get to know you guys a little bit better. We don't need to, have your whole life history or anything, but we want to get to know you a little bit.
Damn. Okay.
Anyways, so you guys... It was from the womb. I remember the whole thing. It was very wet. Very comfortable, my mommy sang to me. So Action Pie.
Oh, no. Action Pie.
What video game were you playing when you came up with that name?
Well, Sam, I think you want to take this one?
Oh, yeah. So we wrote the song in practice. We really liked it. We're like, this is a very serious song that people are going to like. And Cam said, so what's it called? First two words that came to mind were
Action Pie, man. Just call it Action Pie.
Yeah. And it was a working title that we're like, we're never gonna keep calling it this, and then we did, and then we did,
and then so
and then somebody wrote it down.
Yeah, so he called it Action Pie out of nowhere, which I thought was great, and then I found a way to put Action Pie into the song retroactively.
Oh, so you actually didn't you had to figure out a way to get Action Pie in there.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of hilarious.
And it's
awesome.
A very ham-fisted way to put it in.
Action Pie.
Kinda, yeah. I says,
yours is better integration than ours.
She's got the sweetness, apple of my eye. She kills, she thrills. That's why I call her Action Pie.
Action Pie. I want to see you try that sometime. Hey, baby, you Action Pie.
Yeah, baby.
You Action
baby,
Pie,
you action
baby.
Pie.
Yeah.
100% hit rate.
I mean, the first time we wrote Action Pie down was in the voice memo when we recorded the song. We just came up with the riff out of nowhere, and then it was just I remember it was in my phone. I was called Action Pie, and we didn't call it Action Pie until months later.
Wasn't that from another song though, or another joke?
I think I had there's a thing called Guitar Pro where you can basically write your music through MIDI and tablature, and I think we had one from a decade and a half ago called Action Pie, and it was just awful. So
awesome.
we had to name.
So you repurposed the bad song's name.
Yeah, now it's
by accident,
and now it's huge. And that
Excellent.
One's going to be on our next EP.
Nice. And little lady.
Little lady.
Hey, you, little lady.
Little lady.
So,
yeah.
you mean, that sounds like a really nice, friendly song.
Yeah.
Until you hear it.
It's a song about a dominatrix and her client. And the first verse and first chorus are from the perspective of the client. And then the second verse and part of the first or second chorus are from the perspective of the dominatrix.
And whose life experiences are we...
It's mostly
who are we drawing from here, might I ask?
Songs aren't. Whoa! You okay?
I got very excited.
No, well, that one, like Tomboy, have in terms of lyrical content, they're very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Made up.
They're made up. Well, no,
no, I'm just kidding.
They're made up. Yeah, the song is fake.
I assumed it would be like this.
I mean, when they say it's raining men, it's not literally raining men.
It's
not real.
It's not, no.
No, but with those two songs, I'm playing with the idea of someone like a petite woman you may not think would have a domineering personality. Even the song Tomboy, which is about being in love with someone who does not subscribe to gender norms necessarily. And,
yep.
She's still a beautiful woman, and keeps me on your toes. Keeps me on my toes, baby.
Absolutely.
So those are fun songs. As you could tell by the thing by our performance, we found a way to kind of combine them in one song. And even
it's
when
great,
you listen
actually.
to it online, Matt, who produces everything, he did a seamless transition for that. So what do you got to say about that?
That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that, man. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, so those ones are fun.
Now, Tomboy, you mean who is in love with the Tomboy?
No, again, no one in...
Making it all up.
Yeah.
Tell us a story, damn it.
Well, that one, originally, you may notice I rhymed tomboy with fuckboy.
Oh, yes.
And I originally didn't want to do that.
I'd like to be a fuckboy to a tomboy.
Well, yeah.
Makes sense, totally, yeah.
I'm in love with a tomboy, but she won't give me the time because to her I'm a fuckboy, and she's in line.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of those two songs, Murphy wrote the main riffs of them, So how did those even come to
Yeah,
you?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I remember writing the riff for a little lady, and like originally it was just like I kind of want to write a riff that has just 2 notes, and like see if we can jam on that, and it worked, and it was just and then like Sam and I just fucking jammed that riff very high in his bedroom one time with we used the automated drum machine, and we were just like.
That's honestly
Jamming.
That's how a lot of the shit from that period was written. Murphy and I would get together with a drum machine in my office at my house, and just roll with it. He'd come with an idea and we'd flesh it out from there.
Nice.
And then we'd practice it as a band and kind of get the idea of where we wanted to go, if we needed a bridge, if we needed this here. And then I would just kind of make up like lyrics until something kind of stuck and a melody stuck, and then put it all together and bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. Now, guys, you guys have great chemistry. Like, up on stage, you're having a lot of fun. You're doing witty banter. You're sarcastic, but it's friendly. Like, how long have you guys known each other for?
We've known each other since we were 12 years old. We all went
Literally?
to... yeah, we went to... yeah, true. We went to high school. Like, our high school was... it started in grade 7 and
Yeah.
went to grade 12. So
Where
we
are you
met
from?
in grade 7.
Alaska?
We're all from Alaska. You know, the winters in Alaska. Sam, what do you have to say about them?
No, I didn't mean to do that. No, what I did, what I did.
No. We need to talk about this.
We need to talk about it.
No one talks about this enough anymore. They're cold.
They're
And
cold,
that's-
man. They're cold. They're bitching cold.
And it's like
The
unfair.
depression, the cold.
They get mischaracterized in the media all the goddamn time. They're
I can
cold.
hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah, man.
We're all from Toronto, though, by way of Alaska.
By way of Alaska.
But no, we all grew up in various parts of the city. We went to sort of a magnet school, so we're all from sort of around the core of Toronto. But
Yeah, me and Murphy are originally from Scarborough. We're Scarborough boys.
From the hood.
Sam's originally from the opposite end of the world, Etobicoke.
Nice.
Alaska.
Etobicoke,
Alaska,
Alaska.
yeah,
that
no.
is.
yeah, it's great.
And Matt, you're up in North York, and then we.
York is often a character in movies, you know, like the 4th character in the movie would be North York.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sure. That makes sense. That made a lot of sense. And we've known each other forever. We've been in various bands together in different forms.
Incarnations,
Yeah, different version, like us.
We were all never in the same band with us 4, though.
No. Yeah, until this, and yeah,
Cool.
it's pretty neat.
It's fun to watch you guys play. Like, I mean, like, I get to be a spectator all the time. But it's, you know, like, I mean, I've seen a couple of your shows, and you're having fun up there. It's not just like, hey, we're in a band, we're trying to be cool up here. You guys are actually having some fun up there, you can tell. And the music's great. When you get to Where's the Fire?
Jenny, where's the fire?
Jenny, Where's the Fire? Okay, Jenny, Where is the Fire?
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
That was another riff that you wrote.
Yeah. I mean, it can't.
Oh, never mind.
That was another office jam session, and I think it was just a spontaneous riff. I think I came up on the spot, and then we brought it to practice maybe a week later, and we basically wrote it in, I don't know, a matter of 2-3 hours of practice.
Yeah, it was very organic. And in terms of the lyrics, you know, a lot of it was, once again, me just kind of making shit up. And like while we were doing it, and I said something like, Jenny, where's the fire? And I was going to change it because I didn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But I remember you were like, no, dude.
Dude, you gotta keep it. Yeah.
You called me dude so much that day.
I said dude at you so often, you just succumbed.
Exactly. And yeah, that's a really fun song. We have a music video out for it. I like filmed it and directed it and edited it. And it's like I have this app on my phone, and it makes everything look like a VHS tape.
Cool.
So I just, for like a full year, I just recorded little tidbits of things.
Nice.
And eventually, when the track
Stuck
came
it all
out,
together?
put it all together, and I think it's pretty neat.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
And
that's
we'll be able to see that on YouTube, and
yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on our Instagram as well.
that'd be like Satanic Mills YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, it's youtube.com/. .com.ca.org.
Some massive string of numbers and letters. Yeah.
9X
Because you
uppercase R.
don't have enough followers to actually call yourself what your name is. Yeah, I get it.
We're easy to find online, though. I don't think anyone else has our name.
No Satanic Mills kicking around?
No, there's Satanic Mills 182 because we sued the hell out of them. But
yeah.
No, we're easy to find.
So again, like you guys are not the typical Satan worshippers, right? So at least you don't look it. But actually, you're just like the politicians in America. You don't look like Satan worshippers, but you are.
Yeah.
No, it's.
Yeah, well, it's Satanic Mills. The name.
Where did the name come from?
The name comes from a 19th century poem written by William Blake, who he wrote this poem called "And Did Those Feet in Ancient Time," and it's about like a story, like a folklore kind of story that when Jesus was young in his lost teen years, he went on a pilgrimage to Glastonbury with his uncle, and he talks about that in the poem, and he says like, oh, if Jesus was here today, maybe we wouldn't have these dark satanic mills, which were referring to the some people believe it was referring to the textile company, the textile factories that were coming up due to the dawn of the Industrial Revolution.
Wow.
And I just thought it was pretty cool. So
that's a very good backstory. I got to be honest with you.
I
wasn't expecting that one.
That's all news to me.
Well, when we started the band, it was just me and Sam kind of jamming out, and I was like, "We got to call it Satanic Mills," and he was like, "No." So I just kept calling it Satanic Mills, and then eventually, it just stuck.
Thing that made his eyes go all swirly, and then it was Satanic Mills,
Yeah,
right?
I got those hypno specs.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's pretty. Like, sometimes people are like, it's a bit of a jarring name, but, and I had to explain to like my, 80-year-old super religious aunt why we're not actually a satanic band and how it's actually a poem about Jesus. And
cool.
We're not a satanic band.
We're not. We don't.
It's from
worship
it's
the
from
devil.
It's from a poem about
There's
Jesus.
no pentagrams on the stage.
Not yet.
So, baby, you're a gun.
Oh, man.
Well, you wrote the riff for that one, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, same idea. It's just, like, set up the drum machine, and it was very inspired by, like, I guess we were trying to go, like, I remember hearing an interview with Rage Against the Machine, and Tom Morello's just like, man, like, sometimes when you just gotta jam out on an F sharp. And I'm just like, yeah, you do. So we just started messing around, and I was just like, I want like a fat groove in F sharp, and then it just kind of happened.
See now you said fat groove. You said fat groove, and I think that's what I was going for a minute ago.
That was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, fat groove. I'm the fat groove.
There goes old fat groove. They would say as I lumbered down the hallway.
It wasn't like, hey, look at that fat groove.
No,
no, there's none of that. Hey?
No. Yeah, and then this band has a. Sam, can you speak about the band's obsession with guns?
Oh God, I don't know if I want to go there. We have a side project called Gun Club.
Is it a fight club, but you get to shoot people?
No, it's just a Rocket League team, so it's less a side project and more of a video game team. So
all the bunch of dudes in the basement shoot.
Yeah. No,
there's a new video game.
We just really like the idea of I don't know where I'm going with this. We have a band.
I'm picturing
Fun.
Fight Club with guns now.
No, that's just Murder Club.
Murder Club.
We have a band fund, and that's the money we use to pay for shit. Shocking. And we thought about getting a band gunned, and then we dropped the D, and it was a band gun, and we just figured if we put our band fund into purchasing a gun, we'd never need to pay for anything again because we have a gun. Yeah.
What a variety stuff.
Yeah.
And then,
Create your own funding. Yeah. This is called Gun Fund Me.
Yeah. Gun Fund Me. And then I don't know.
This is my Gun Fund Me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's a gold idea. And then we
don't listen to Hartley.
And then I just thought
we do not support gun violence.
In case it needs to be said, we do not support gun violence.
This is our Gun Fund Me video.
We're in a small vocal minority of people who don't. But.
And that was also just I don't know. I just thought it sounded cool. Baby, you're a gun, and you shot me.
It's a cool extended metaphor.
And it's an extended metaphor through the whole song. Also, one of my favorite songs from The other year was Baby You're a Haunted House by Gerard Way, which I really liked, and I think that inspired that somewhat. I don't know anything about guns, so I had to Google a ton of gun terms to just. So I started. So I Googled gun to start off, and man, those things are scary. And then I had to just Google things and had to figure out how to make. Well, if you're gonna write a song about a gun, you got to learn how to build a gun.
Not necessarily.
Oh, what?
Not necessarily.
That's weird. Oh man.
So it's funny. We were talking about merch, and you actually did a great pitch on the merch up top and on the stage. But like, I mean, how has COVID? I'm not gonna do this COVID thing for very long because we all COVID sucks. But it's how has COVID changed how you guys behave as a band, how you market yourselves? Like how has I mean, I keep saying this, and it's funny because as an outside observer, because I'm not a musician, I'm a marketing guy, right? So I've watched bands go, like, you really get the impression you guys love being on stage, and that's who you are. And it was sort of like, fuck social media. Like, it's like, now it's like, oh, maybe not fuck social media, right? Like, it's kind of like, I must have social media. Do you think this is, like, you talk about pinnacle times in music history. This is not cool. Like, this is not a great time. But do you feel that you've gotten better at marketing yourselves online? Do you think you're forced to be better at that side of what your theoretical job is?
Well, I do all the online stuff, so I run the Instagram page, and if you've ever seen it, it's a lot of just fucking nonsense half the time. In terms of, I post ridiculous stuff.
You do everything.
Outside of play an instrument. But I don't know. We're still having some fun on social media, posting throwbacks every week. We have some great throwbacks of us in high school, obviously. Nice. So that's always fun and cute to show. And every Monday I post a fun meme. I often have very low quality Photoshop skills, but I'll post something that's dumb that sometimes I think will get like 50 likes and it'll get 5, and yeah.
But I mean, as far as the mental, I mean, like, cause like, again, being a marketing guy, I'd be like, how do I make any money with all this stuff, right? So, and it's come right down to like YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah.
And those are like, you've got Apple Music, which you don't hear quite as much about anymore. Everyone's gotten pretty Spotify centric. But it's
I don't know. We still use Deezer, right?
Exclusively Deezer. It was Limelight. Limelight?
The Rush song?
That was a nightclub in New York.
Our entire source of funding was an old Rush song. Yeah. No, making money on any of those platforms is basically impossible, even if you're getting 1 billion streams. So. Yeah.
So we have making money for the band. We mostly get it from shows.
Yep.
We have a great friend group, and a lot of people come out. Which is super nice. And then we would sell merch. We have those shirts still available, so if you want to.
Lots of shirts.
Lots of shirts. And then we also have these little USBs that I don't have one on me right now.
Branded.
But they have our logo on it.
Yeah.
They're how much are they, Matt?
4 gigs.
What?
4 gigs.
How many?
4 gigs.
4. So, and we put all of our music on there, and
wow, this is a
oh, it's a Peely? Oh, damn.
Oh, it doesn't fog anymore.
So we have those, and then
And
I
it
think
looks
those.
cool too.
Oh, I think those are just fun to have because everyone could use. You could use it for other shit.
Absolutely.
And we also have our music on it, and it's just, I don't know. They're not selling as well as I hoped, but
I think we've sold about 4.
so
you could be number 5.
you could
right
be
now.
number 5.
So
Yeah.
go to Satanic Mills. Is it satanicmills.com or .ca?
We don't have well, we actually do have an official website, but we haven't done anything with it yet.
Facebook.com/Satanic Mills.
Yeah, or our Bandcamp,
Bandcamp, yeah.
Satanic Mills.
Instagram's probably the most active, right?
Instagram we're the most active on. So DM us on Instagram, and you know what to do.
Yeah.
Follow, click, like, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Call.
Especially when you want to buy a shirt.
Yeah. If you want to buy a shirt.
Or USB key.
I think our logo is pretty sweet too. So even if you just listen to this set and say, ugh, not for me, buy a shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
it's a fun logo.
won't make you stop playing, but like, hey.
Yeah.
No, if you buy enough shirts, we will stop playing forever.
And that's the
We've got a
Satanic Mills
deal
promise.
for you. If you get to 1 million shirts, Satanic Mills shall not play again. No.
That's actually a good
Guys,
marketing idea.
it was really fun having you play. It's fun watching you all the time. Anything else you want to tell everybody?
There's new music.
Yeah, we have some new.
Well, actually, I didn't even. What a loser!
Oh, our last
So
song?
Godspeed.
Yeah.
Godspeed, gentlemen.
Godspeed.
Thank you.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
So tell me about Godspeed.
You were inspired by a Chevy
Another,
commercial.
oh yeah, I was, I was very inspired by a truck, and no, that is simply not true. No, it's
Can't
actually
even fake that one, can ya?
The big inspiration was that the octave pedal, and I was like messing around with the octave pedal, and then I just like wanted to create a riff with like a lot of breathing room, and like that chorus just like open up for like drums and vocals to like really like showcase what's going on there, because we're always like there's always a riff happening and stuff, and I just wanted to create like a really simple thing to like open it up a little bit, just open her up. So yeah, that's like the chorus riff. It's just the very simple down, and then it's just like all rest, and it's just like that fat drum beat with the vocals carrying it. And yeah, I don't know, I like that groove.
Yeah, it's a fun groove. You may notice we've added some elements from other songs on that one, like a bit of a sabotage, drum parts at the beginning. Matt, what can you say about that?
Yeah, there's sabotage drum parts at the beginning.
Wow.
I drum good.
Yeah, we ripped off a lot of songs in this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little bit of Rage Against the Machine.
Oh yeah, no, there's a straight up rage.
At
riff in it.
the end, I added a bunch of Franz Ferdinand, The Strokes, Hosier, which is just I don't think we'll actually put those in the recording of it, because
they're going
that's I don't know.
They're going in.
I think
That's more of a fun live thing. Though.
I think that's fair use though, right? It's a small
Is it
enough
fair
sample.
use?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's parody.
Yeah, it's prepared.
And I'm sticking to that, says my lawyer.
But that song is just about living the rock and roll lifestyle.
What is that?
Songs-
What is the rock and roll lifestyle
Songs
anymore?
about living La Vida Loca, yeah. I don't know, just, I don't know anymore, but, I talk about, being on stage and having fun and living La Vida Loca, as they
There
say
you go.
in the song.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you
for
so much
having
for
us.
playing. Really, it was fabulous tonight. The music was wonderful. I really appreciate the show, and I hope everybody else will too.
Whoa, what was that?
And my phone was telling me to shut up, so I'm gonna do that. It's all right. Thank you so much, guys. This is Satanic Bells
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Really appreciate it.
from Tale of the Junction on C-Rock Live Magazine on CRockLive.com.
Satanic Mills out.